Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, happy holidays. And it's good to be back and back into my routine a little bit. Um, it's been about 3 weeks because, as we say, life's been lifing. But I am grateful to be here. Let's get on over to Instagram. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Go over here to comments. It's been it's been like 3 weeks. So the app had some updates. So I'm like, where's the button? Where's the so I hope you guys have had a great holiday season so far. Um, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, whatever you're celebrating. Best wishes for a joyous and beautiful holiday season. And I was actually a few minutes, like 60 seconds late because there are other people in the house, other coffee drinkers. And it's like, hey, nobody touches the, the Keurig 3 minutes before 9. Like, no, that's not a thing. Good morning, Gwen from Detroit. Ooh, it's cold, huh? I know it's cold. I know it's cold. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. Hey, everybody over on Instagram. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me. Nidella, happy holidays. I want you to know I was in New York for about 7 days or 8 days. And honey, that sweatshirt was my friend. It was wonderful. It was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Gwen said, yes, indeed, very cold. We're having a little bit of a warm front here down in the Houston area. It's, I think, like 60-ish. I actually got him to turn the air conditioner on last night because I just got hot. I just got hot. And I think the high today is going to be in the 70s. I'm looking at the weather right now. Well, it's 58 now, but the high is going to be in the 70s. So good morning. Good morning. So I'm going to type in the today's topic. I don't know if you saw the preview before on Instagram, my post this morning. And my question is, has life ever thrown you a curveball right smack in the middle of the holiday season? That's actually what my family and I are experiencing right now. And it is an uncomfortable place to be. I'll be perfectly honest and transparent. Um, Kind of in the middle of coexisting with joy and sadness all at the same time. Because when life happens, it literally doesn't care what the dates on the calendar say. It's going to do what it's going to do. And so I'm just here this morning, just kind of sharing um, openly kind of where I am and how we're dealing with this season. And at the end of the day, the most um, pervasive and important and ongoing word that and feeling that I have had in this period is still gratitude. Um, Gratitude because we have a huge, loud, rambunctious family, but they always come through in moments like that. You know, we always come through for each other in moments like that. So in those times, you know, we've all had, you know, those of us who have big, loud, rambunctious families, you know, there have been times when they truly get on your nerves, but it is in this season that we have rallied and been able to live in a place of joy and sadness at the same time. Um, and so that is why gratitude is the most prevailing thing for me. Yes, Gwen. It, you understand exactly what I mean. Gwen said her sister passed a few days before Christmas, very unexpectedly. I'll be honest, this was not unexpected, but it doesn't lessen the loss. It doesn't lessen the loss at all. Um, good morning, you guys. And feel free to drop comments. You know, I learned so much from you guys, and I feel like we're here to learn, share, and support each other. So I actually started talking. I didn't even type in how to navigate. You're not feeling festive. Oops. There we go. Okay, here we go. So I'm posting today's topic. And so I have, when I say I'm really including like my family, in terms of, how we've kind of managed this. I talked about us kind of rallying around each other, but I do think there are some strategies for maintaining your peace, and enjoy at a time when pretty much everyone is in this festive mood and you are not may not be. And I say that, give yourself permission to not be. Like, it's totally okay. I Perfect example, I love the Christmas holidays, and it normally takes me like 3 days to decorate the house. I probably got maybe 30 or 40% of stuff up. I put the tree up because I needed to do a gift guide vlog. So I had to have something in the background. So I put the tree up, but it's very low key. And you know what? I'm okay with that. And the family is okay with that. So, you kind of have to just give yourself grace if you just aren't really into it. True story. Like, I feel like I've been out of town almost all of January. I got home late the night of the 23rd. And so I was lying in bed thinking, man, the front of the house looks like nobody lives here. And so I got up Christmas Eve morning and went to Michael's and bought, I was wanting 75% off, but they hadn't quite done that yet. So they were at 60%. So I was like, okay. And bought a bunch of fake poinsettias and other Christmas floral stuff and dug up all the dead weeds out of the pots in the front yard and put those artificial flowers in dirt. And it made me so happy. It made me so happy. So that was like a little life hack. And I just like, you know what? I want a little bit of the holidays. It's late. This is what I'm going to do. And so, sometimes you just have to figure out different things to do. Good morning, Mary. Thank you. I missed you guys too. I really did, and I'm just happy to be back and getting back into the flow, into the schedule of things. Another thing that I did that I don't normally do is I actually also worked out Christmas morning, which I pretty much never do, but I typically work out like 3 or 4 times a week. Over the last 2 months, I've probably worked out 4 or 5 times in November and 4 or 5, maybe 4 times in December. So getting up and exercising, like, that felt like part of my routine. So, that's another, I guess, strategy that I've had over the last, just trying to get back into the regular routine of things, if that makes sense. So I'd love to hear, some recommendations you guys have if you have been in a similar season previously. Again, I feel like we can learn so much from each other, and I appreciate when you guys share with me. let's hop on over to Instagram. Good morning, every MK Baral, Shaska Styler. Today's topic is navigating the holidays when you're not feeling particularly festive. But I am feeling a very, very overwhelming sense of gratitude. And if you don't know, if you didn't look at the Instagram post, today is my birthday. And I have always talked about the fact that I love having my birthday at Christmas time because everybody is festive and everybody's already in the mood to party. And as we were, kind of going through this season of transition in our family, I said, you know what, for my birthday, I don't want to do anything. I just want to cook some gumbo, which I did last night, and made some potato salad, and like a few family members. My kids are here. Our kids are here for the holidays. My mother's here. And then some family members who live in this area are coming over. Nobody's dressing up. I put this makeup on for y'all this morning. So as soon as this is over, I'm going to take it off. Back to the lounge clothes. Well, these are lounge clothes. In fact, my husband bought this for me for Christmas. He knows I love a good athleisure outfit. So here we go. I'll show it to you. But I love this color blue. If you have silver or gray hair and you do not have some royal blue in your closet, sis, go shopping tomorrow because this color looks great with silver or gray hair, no matter what your skin tone is. Okay, I digress. But so that's how I'm going to spend my birthday, just hanging out on the sofa with my family, watching football, eating gumbo and potato salad and drinking prosecco or champagne, whatever they bring. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Beverly. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And I'm super excited about spending the day that way. And so I kind of was writing down some, other, I guess, strategies that I've used to just remain joyful. And I think another thing that's helped is like setting boundaries. Like this is a time of year when people have like regularly scheduled parties and they expect you to be there, like you've been going for 10 years or however long they've been having it. And I have given myself permission to just, I am not feeling that right now. And so what has made me happy and what has made us happy as a family is just, I think, just being around each other and just laying back and chilling and letting those moments, when those moments of sadness come, just let them come and ride that wave out. My sister and I've been talking about that. It's like riding the wave out and then letting it pass instead of, feeling like you have to suppress it. And so that's why I think, we've all just kind of stayed close this season, as opposed to going to all the different parties and whatnot. It just heart wasn't in it. And so I think that's important. And now, the thing is, if you feel like doing that, then do it. Like if you feel like you want a distraction, then I think that's great. I think that's most important is like do what feels right, not what feels expected. Yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I thank you, Mary. I appreciate you so much. And Beverly, so happy to see you guys back. Thanks for waiting for me to come back. It's been a minute. And I've got some lots of content coming up in January. New year, new vibe. So that is the theme of the January content. Of course, if you guys have some other stuff you want me to talk about, you can always drop it in the chat because pretty much most of the content ideas that I do come from y'all. So, new year, new vibe. That's what I'm going to be focusing on in January. And we're going to break it up into about 4 or 5 categories. One is getting out of the fashion rut. If you think you're in a fashion rut, do you find that you're wearing the same thing over and over again? Like how to break free of that. For me, is going to be experimenting with some styles that, you know, how you have styles that it's like, oh, that looks good on her. I would never wear that. A couple of those things I'm going to try. I'm going to try. And if I don't like it, I'll send it back. But I'm going to try and break myself out of this particular fashion rut of things that I love, but I think won't look good on me. So we're going to be experimenting together. Good morning, Denise. Happy New Year. Oh, I'm glad you like it. New Year, new vibe. So, also going to be talking about reigniting your wellness routine. You know, we can get in ruts with a lot of things, not just, you know, our fashion, sense of fashion, but even our wellness routine. So, you know, maybe we're getting bored with something. So, you know, looking for some tips on, you know, how to reignite that wellness routine. Um, I also, in January, I typically, for the last 5 years, in January, I always do, I think it's called veganary. I think that's what it's called, veganary. So I essentially do all vegan, and believe it or not, y'all, no coffee. Yeah. But I have a hack. Actually, I do have a hack for the no coffee in January and no alcohol. So that's how I reset every January from a, I guess, a wellness perspective. And how it helps me is that I always take something and then I implement it throughout, you know, my wellness routine, like for the rest of the year. Like one thing that I did was stop drinking when I first did it, like 5 years ago. And obviously, I couldn't drink cow's milk. That's when I started drinking almond milk in my coffee, and I never went back. So every year there's one thing that I decide, you know, I really like this. This is a good substitute. And so what I'll be doing is just sharing some swap outs that I have found that have been helpful. And then maybe that's something you can do, you know, in February and then in March. And then before you know it, it's like you've done this swap out, this vegan swap out all year, and now it's a part of your life. And so that's, you know, I'm not a vegan or vegetarian, but I do lead a very plant forward diet. I don't eat a lot of animal protein. And then let's see what I said: fashion, wellness, working out, and then also I have a lot of goals that I've set for 2025, and so coming up with strategies to make sure that I stay accountable to myself. And so I'll be sharing some of those strategies with you, and we'll be doing check ins. Interestingly enough, research shows that most people who make New Year's resolutions by the second Friday of the year, they have stopped doing whatever the thing is that they decided they were going to do. And I found out there's actually a name for it. It's called Failure Friday. Like, that's horrible. And it's also why, if you notice, I said new year, new vibe, but I never use the word resolution because I don't really like that. Because it feels very punitive, right? It feels like you're giving up something. And so I don't like using the word resolution, but new vibe. So that's what we're going with. New year, new vibe. You guys are very, very quiet, very quiet this morning, but thank you so much for joining me. And are there any things that I want to know what new things you guys are looking forward to in doing? I don't want to say resolutions, but if you've got some new things, drop them in the chat. It's almost time for us to wrap up. Coffee with Angel is not very long. It's just the amount of time it takes you to have your first morning brew. And while I'm talking about morning brews, you guys know I like a good. Do you want to share your birthday celebration age? Oh, yeah, I am not that person. I turned 65 today. I am grateful for every year. I have no problem sharing it. So, yeah, I will put it in the chat. Today, I think I started calling myself 65. We will have to name, well, will we have to rename Coffee with Angel? Oh, nope. Nope. So this cup, my sister gave this to me. Well, we were all in New Orleans last week. So my sister gave this to me, and she's like, "Oh, and she bought me another one. It's beautiful. I'll use that one next week." Actually, people are starting sending me cups, and I love it. So you're going to be getting some holiday cups. That's, even in January, because I'm using the cups. And she gave me this and another one, and she was like, "Oh, I wanted you to use that for your Coffee with Angel, but the holidays are going to be over by the time we get back." And I was just like, "Honey, I always want joy in my life. Y'all might see this in June, okay? I'm just telling you. I always want some joy." It is absolutely a blessing to see another year. So I have never really been that person that didn't want to say their age. Um, you know, yeah, I don't get that, but if you're want to keep your age a secret, I think that's it's you. It's whatever you want, whatever you want to do. But I am very, very grateful to be 65. And honey, I have a great aunt in New Orleans who this year turned 109. So let me tell you, I'm a baby. And some of us in our 60s and 70s are like, we got work to do. So we're out here, trying to do the things, eat right, do, all the things, because it is possible. It is possible. And she's 109 and in her right mind. I didn't know that was going to rhyme, but anyway, shout out to T Knit, as we call her in New Orleans. Yep, she is 109. And I need to, I have pictures on my phone, but yep, she is, honey. She is my grandfather's baby sister. That's right. She's a legend. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for their birthday wishes. I feel like I'm going to be, I had said before life started life, and if you recall, in November, I was like, I'm going to be celebrating my birthday all December. So I'm probably still going to be, I'm going to start the celebration today, and we're going to go on into January. I'm just saying. So don't be surprised if I mention something in January about my birthday, and you'll be like, wait, what? So I'm extending that celebration. Oh, kicking off 2025 in Dubai. Girl, hashtag goals. Yes. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's on the 2025 things I want to do. Yeah. Maybe not Dubai, but something equally as exotic and sexy. Like, yes. Congrats. Have a fantastic time. I don't know anyone who's been to Dubai who did not have the time of their life and did some incredible shopping. So I hope that you are doing all the things. Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Renee. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. Good morning, AG Fit. Good morning, Supernaturally. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you guys. Thanks for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you. Let's talk about aging. Oh, okay. So I asked, okay. So I asked for 109. It's about my great aunt in New Orleans. She just turned 109 in November. Like her birthday is a couple of days after Thanksgiving. So I had asked to drop in the comments. Let's talk about aging with grace. I asked for, I can't talk because I've only had 2 sips of this coffee. I asked for recommendations for content, and Beverly said, let's talk about aging with grace and style. You know, that's a series, Beverly, because I feel like that's more than a 20-minute vlog. But we can definitely, we can start folding that into the new year, new vibe, and then just kind of stretch it out with some additional topics. So thank you so much. I love, love, love the recommendations. So, Gwen said she went to Dubai in 2023. Yes, and she loved it. So I'm sure you've heard great things, but the Maison 276 community is giving you confirmation that you are going to have a fantastic time. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Okay, y'all, it's time for me to, good morning from Phoenix. So I was in Phoenix this month. I told y'all, I feel like I haven't been home in January, in December, I should say. And I flew into Phoenix, and then later that night, I didn't realize Phoenix and Scottsdale were so close together. I didn't realize that. And then we went to this restaurant in Scottsdale. We did like a bunch of stuff. Like we crammed so much into a short period of time, but had a fantastic time. I wound up getting a red eye to New York, but and I left them. I was like, y'all, I'm gonna miss the red eye. I got to go. I got to go. But anyway, I cannot wait to go back to Phoenix and Scottsdale. Amazing restaurants, great food. The weather's great in the winter because I was there in September and it was like 185 degrees. It felt like it. But the weather in December, gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So definitely looking back to get there. And trust me, you will be on my list of people to contact. Oh, another content idea, the importance of self-love. Yeah, we need to be reminded of that all the time, especially as women, especially. And, one of the things that the strategies that I found that's been helpful for us in this season is like trying to find those little slivers of moments to do something for yourself and not feel guilty about it. So absolutely, I think that's what me getting up early Christmas morning to work out. It felt like I needed to do this thing for myself. It was getting back into routine and also doing this thing for myself. So self-care and self-love is definitely something, we have to be reminded of for sure. And so good morning, Berna. Happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays. Okay, guys, I am about to sign off because I have one more thing to cook before the fam comes over. It's a crawfish pie. It's basically crawfish dressing, but it's in a pie dish and it's got a puff pastry crust over the top. It's not even my recipe. A friend was talking about it and I was just like, what's in that? And of course, there's no gatekeeping of recipes with people from New Orleans. Like we share all the deets. And they were like, oh, they told me what was in it. I was like, I'm making that for Thanksgiving. And I did. And it was a hit. And it's fast. So it's a hit. It tastes amazing and it's fast. And so that's one more thing I've got to do before the fam comes over at lunchtime. So I am going to have a great birthday because I'm going to be spending it relaxing with my family and my loved ones. And you guys have an amazing weekend. And I will see you next Friday, 2025. We're coming in hot. We're coming in hot. So safe travels if you are traveling, if you're staying put, hanging out with friends, family, whatever. Safe travels. God bless you. Take care. I am so grateful for this community. I was not planning to do that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye bye.